thing I forgot I had to do. I have to go. By all means.
Is it ready? It should survive the journey. It will grow strong on Earth. And then what? And then it will reign.
Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be reviewing the finale for Supergirl Season 2, so this was episode 22 entitled Nevertheless, She Persisted. So, what a great fight. That opening scene was amazing with Superman and Supergirl. They had a really long fight. It lasted like 5 minutes or something. But apart from that, that was amazing. I really liked the choreography. The stunt doubles did a great job with that. And I really liked them in the water. It was just something different, you know. But my one query about this was, I didn't really like Rhea's explanation saying, oh, our planet was littered the death of your planet. And I'm like, okay, so it probably is. But why the hell do you pick up a load of kryptonite? It's like, do you know you're gonna go fight Supergirl or Superman? Like, that just doesn't make sense. So she picked up a load of green kryptonite, she picked up some of this silver kryptonite, which is supposed to be synthetic, but I'm not sure if they're gonna ever explain that, but it was used in Smallville once, so I don't know. But that was a bit annoying for me. But yeah, so the next scene, the Karamel dream scene with Mon-El and Kara, was perfect because it was foreshadowing that they did have a perfect life, they are endgame, and it was all going to go away because of that super sad moment at the ending. So I felt like the lighting was really good, the way they shot that was perfect, so it was like just a last really nice scene for us Karamel fans. So I really love Win. I loved his reaction when he saw Superman again. He was like, oh, you probably didn't remember me, but he totally remembered him. So I really like Win, especially when he's getting like awkward around Superman, because that was really funny. So hopefully Superman can return next season. So I really didn't expect Lex's machine to be exactly like her Medusa cannon, like spreading kryptonite across that atmosphere. Is literally the same. I just felt like the explanation for that could be better. I feel like a few things, the explanations were a bit lackluster during this episode. Like, they were just a bit rushed maybe, because all the rest was amazing, all the fight scenes, all the emotional bits. It was a very hard-hitting episode, so I felt like those explanations could have been done a bit better because I felt like that was a bit rushed. Okay, so their final fight, I loved it. Once again, really didn't like Rhea's demise because I felt it was a bit pity. They literally had a fight, and I think they totally overdid Rhea. She looked like she could fly. Like, she's not supposed to be flying. She's supposed to have like the same amount of powers as Mon-El. She's supposed to have this like super jump, but it just, the way they did it totally looked like she was flying, so I just didn't really like how they did that. But it was an amazing fight scene when they were on the ground, and I just felt like her demise was pity. Like, she literally just turned into like fucking ashes or some shit, and I just felt like that was a terrible way to go out for her. Like, I felt like she could have been a much better villain if they didn't use all this kryptonite stuff, and she was actually a good villain. So, Mon-El's fight scene actually was my favourite fight scene apart from Superman vs Supergirl. I thought it was really awesome seeing him be the hero, because that hasn't been emphasised that much this season, so I think this is a bit of foreshadowing for him returning during next season, so that he can be this Valor hero. And oh my god, this scene, it gets so emotional. I love when Mon-El is like willing, he's like, yep, use the device, use the lead device. In the last scene, their last goodbye was legit sadder than when Iris died, and that episode, I truly was like nearly crying. I was like tearing up, like, Mon-El, like, no. Oh my god, it was just so upsetting, right? So that scene was an amazing acting performance from Melissa Benoist and Chris Wood. They were perfect, and it was just an amazing way for them to go out. She was happy but sad at the same time. It was perfect. So I could go on forever about that, but it was amazing. So let's move on. So at the ending, we get to see that Cat Grant is supposed to be sticking around for a little bit longer, as she totally cleared James out of her office. So we didn't really see James that episode, so I don't know where the hell he is. It seems like Cat Grant's going to be at least for a few episodes in season 3. I'm not sure if Callista Flockhart is around, so that's just up to her if she's going to stay on, but it'll be awesome because Cat's amazing. And I'm happy that she knows Kara is Supergirl. Like, she figured out Guardian was James, running around as apparently Darth Vader, and I just felt like, how didn't she know Kara was Supergirl? But it's just really good, really satisfying that she actually knows that Kara's Supergirl. And it was an amazing scene where she ripped her shirt off, and it's like the lighting is just so cool. And what I forgot to mention earlier, I really like all these War World references. We got a load of them this season, like from Mon-El, and then just now Superman said he was on War World, so maybe we could get a War World arc next season. I think that would be awesome if we get to maybe the 4-night crossovers in War World. Imagine that. That would be awesome. So I really want to see that at some point, because War World is an amazing story arc in the comics. And I also really like Mongol, so hopefully they can bring him in. So in the next bit, we get to see Mon-El when he's in his pod. So it was really sad. The music was amazing. And he got sucked into some sort of wormhole. So some people are like, oh, it's the Phantom Zone, but it's definitely not going to be the Phantom Zone in my opinion. Sorry if I'm wrong, but this is just a theory. I feel like that was an accident. Like, when they go into the Phantom Zone, it's normally an accident, and he didn't travel that far, so I don't get how that could be the Phantom Zone. So I feel like this wormhole will somehow lead on to season 3 somehow, and then he's gonna somehow return once they find a cure for him of all this lead, so the Daxamites can't come back but to let Mon-El back, because in the comics a similar thing happened. Superman had to put Mon-El in the Phantom Zone for 1,000 years because Earth was poisonous for him and he got lead poisoning, so they had to find a cure, and the Legion of Superheroes came. So maybe we get the Legion next season. So much hints, like, please give me the Legion of Superheroes. And Jesus Christ, we got our first look at the villains. It's not a he, and it is not a Kryptonian. It is a genderless being, and it looks awesome. So this looks very creepy. So that sort of blood ritual was hella creepy. I was like, what the hell is this? So I will make a few theories regarding who it is and who I think it is in the next coming days and weeks. So there will definitely be one out later today, but there will also be my Mon-El explainer theory video like later this week, because I got some Flash stuff to do tomorrow. So this episode was amazing, and it was a perfect end to the season. I really enjoyed the episode. I would say it's one of the best this season, maybe even the best. I really liked it. I really did like all the political references, like, oh, fake news, that was quite funny. And yeah, so Cat Grant was amazing, Superman was amazing, Miss Martian was amazing, all the White Martians were cool. Mon-El was the highlight of the episode for me. I thought he was amazing. He was much better. Like, he's an amazing character, but he was like much better than normal. So anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Shine